Welcome to Conversations in the Corner with Letitia Corner. I am your host, and I'm here with someone perfect and wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Kennedy Neal.
All right, Kennedy, how old are you?
I'm 25.
When's your birthday?
January 6th. I was born in 2000. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, 2000 even? Like 99 or 2000? Okay, that's perfect.
2000, baby.
So, what do you do?
I right now am a full-time student at Prairie View A&M University. God willing, I will be graduating in spring, so May of 2026. And I work part-time, well, really full-time hours, honestly, at a restaurant multi-venue spot called Grooves of Houston.
Okay, perfect. So, how long have you been in Houston?
I've been in Houston since 2018. I actually came out here for Prairie View, and then I dropped out, took a break in 2020 when COVID hit, and I took 4 years off, and then I came back fall of last year. So, yes.
Now, what month of 2018 did you move here? Do you remember?
Had to be August.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. And so, where are you from?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Born and raised.
I was born in Carrollton, Texas, and then I moved to live with my grandparents and my mom in a small country town called Denison, Texas. It's like the border of Texas and Oklahoma. And I stayed there up until I was in the 8th grade, and then I moved down to Dallas with my mom.
Perfect. I think my dad lives in Denison, Texas right now. That is really interesting.
Yeah.
Now, how many siblings do you have?
I only have one blood sibling. He is a half sibling. He's 5 years old. He's the love of my life. His name is Carter King Willis, and then I have two bonus siblings, Aria and DJ.
Okay. Now, do you have a lot of friends?
I would like to believe so.
And you travel a lot. Where are some like the main places you like to travel?
I prefer places that are tropical, so any place that is honestly outside of the U.S., any place with the beach. My favorite place that I've been to so far was Costa Rica. I went there last year.
Okay. Have you been anywhere super fun this year?
This year, I went to Chicago twice. That was fun for me.
What did you do in Chicago?
The first time I went was in April for one of my best friend's birthdays. Things didn't go as planned for her. I still had fun. Overall, we had a fun time. And then I went back in August, actually, the second or the first week of August. I went back. I just visited a friend that I actually met at Grooves. So,
Oh, perfect. So, what are your future plans? Like when you graduate from Prairie View, what do you plan on doing?
so I'm studying nutrition. The goal is to be a registered dietitian. Eventually, I want to become a holistic dietitian. I want to work either in a private practice or with athletes. So
That's super cool. I did not know that about you. So, what classes are you taking now to get you to that goal?
Jesus. For right now, for this semester, I'm in advanced nutrition, something called a practicum, which is really just an internship that I have to do for the semester. Physiochemical aspects, I believe is what it is, and then I'm taking organic chemistry.
Ooh,
I'm not excited about that.
I'm excited about it for you.
Thanks.
So, do you have any trips coming up?
God willing, in November I will be going to Turks and Caicos. I believe is how you say it.
Is
So
it a group trip?
it is. Most of my
Okay.
trips are group trips.
Now, when you decide that you're going to take a trip, do you like make payments or do you just pay for it all at once? Like, do you plan it out?
I prefer to make payments on it.
So, do you
Just
like
so
go
I can
through?
spread my money out.
I agree. Like, do you go through an agency or do you just kind of do it yourself?
I have a lot of credit cards, so I just put everything on the credit card.
I know that's
and then
right.
I pay it back.
Okay, you got to be careful with those interests on those credit cards. So, by you being 25, do you feel like you're a full blown adult or do you feel like you're still a child
Mm,
or a teenager?
I'm becoming an adult against my will. Yeah. Growing up, I thought I always wanted to be an adult. I thought I wanted to be so grown, and all the adults in my life told me that I didn't, and I didn't believe them because I thought they were just stupid adults. And now I wish I was a kid again.
So, what's some advice you would give to this 12-year-old you?
Oh, Jesus, the 12-year-old me. That is a good question. Can we pause it? Let's pause it. Okay, advice that I would give to my 12-year-old self probably would be to listen to my elders a little bit more, to take advantage of my elders in aspects of looking for advice, asking them questions, um, and to take more risks. I didn't take enough risks when I was a kid. When I was younger, I would say.
What kind of risk would you take?
I grew up an only child, the only grandchild. Well, the only grandchild on one side, the only granddaughter, and then the only great grandchild too. So all the attention was always on me. So I don't know. I was kind of perfect, as you could say, growing up, just because I had to an image to uphold, so to say. So I guess just being a little bit more carefree, because whatever mistakes and risks I would have taken wouldn't have landed me anywhere bad. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Just out. You wish you would have been more outside the box.
Yes. Yeah. Very way to put it.
I can see.
I was very sheltered growing up. So.
Really. So, do you think that parents have exposed their children to more, give their kids more of an advantage?
I think that's kind of based on perspective. It just depends on how the parent is doing that. So, yeah, I would leave it at
Because I tried to, my kids call it lecturing, but I tried to just prepare them. Because remember those things that you said you wish you would ask those questions?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I wish I would ask those questions too, but we don't know to ask the questions, right? So everything that I wish I would have asked, I like tell my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, you're always lecturing. I'm not. I'm just trying to give you the cheat code. Because in my opinion, the cheat code for men is always wear a condom, always keep a job. And for girls, always make sure he wears a condom, always keep a job. Because your bills are never going to stop, right? You're going to always, every day you got to eat, every day you got to put gas in your car. So keeping a job is mandatory. Now, we're not all mature enough to raise children, so that's where the condoms come in. Plus, we're not even going to dab on sexual transmitted diseases. So I feel like those two things, always wear a condom, always keep a job, is like some really good advice.
It is good advice.
What advice would you give your children just to kind of make life a little easier for them?
I want to pause it again.
That's okay.
Okay, great. Kind of piggybacking off of what I said just a second ago, the main thing for me would just be letting my kids or telling my kids to take risks, to not be scared to explore themselves and explore the world.
Yeah. I wish somebody would have told me. I know now that making mistakes is like the biggest thing you can do for growth. Because you typically won't make the same mistake twice unless you're me. And unless it's fun. So typically, making a mistake, I encourage my kids to make mistakes because, like I said, once you make it, you can learn from it and you typically won't do it again.
You have your own choice to make once you make the mistake.
Yeah.
That's the best way to learn, actually.
And sometimes it can be fun. It really can be fun. So
lecturing can only take you so far. Some lessons you just have to learn yourself.
You just got to do it, get in there, and have some fun. So, do you think you're interested in starting your own business or agency when it comes to nutrition?
Oh, no, I don't think I want to do that. I feel like that's major. I don't think everybody needs to be a business owner. Some people need to work the business.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Oh my God. Even though I own a business, I think I am not a good business owner because I'm not the person who wants to dot all the T's and cross all. See, I even said that wrong. Dot all the I's and cross the T's. I don't want to
let you say it wrong.
I just want to come to work and do my job and
Make
go
money.
home.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Have some fun while I'm there, and all those other little things you got to deal with. I just don't like doing it. I honestly, you probably don't even know this about me. I honestly don't like talking to people.
Oh, yeah, that I can kind of see that. You just do it well.
I don't. I really.
It's a little surprising.
Oh man,
well.
I don't like conflicts. I don't like talking to people. I really, and I know a lot of people think that I do, but if I had to pick between giving a young lady feedback on whatever it is, I'd rather go sit in my car. Let her figure that out on her own. And even now, maybe 10 years ago, people will take the feedback and you try to prove it, even if they don't. A person can give me feedback, and I might not necessarily agree with their feedback, but I'm just going to take it for what it is, and I can take half their feedback and use it, and the other half, if I can't use it, just don't worry about it. Some people get so offended by your feedback that they take it personal, and it's not always personal. Even though it took me a couple of years to learn it, it's not always personal. Sometimes people give you feedback because they seriously want to see you grow, or you might be that right there from being perfect, right? Mm-hmm. And then all you got to do is give you that push, and now you're wonderful. And some people just aren't open for that information. So, what feedback would you give a mother raising a grown 25-year-old? What do you need?
To be heard and understood. Really, to just have a listening ear would help. Yeah. To be realistic. That's something important. There's narcissism, there's realists, and then it's another one. I forget what the other one is. Optimistic people. Yeah. I feel like you need to have a good balance with that when you're raising a child. You have to be realistic with your child so that you can help prepare them for the world in the best way possible.
That's really good advice.
That's probably the main thing for me.
Because I have 3 children. I have a 21-year-old, a 19-year-old, and a 16-year-old. And I know on a scale from 1 to 10 as far as being like a parent, I would say I would be a 6 on my parents. I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm very selfish.
Okay.
I'm very selfish and I'm very lazy.
Oh.
I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I just want them to already know what they're supposed to do, and I just want them to do it. And I want to support them in their decisions. And I just want them to be happy. I feel like I've given them the tools to go out and just, because you don't have to. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you spend. And I've always supported them in whatever they wanted to do. If you don't want to go to college, you don't have to go to college. I would go get a trade or something about reading.
You gotta do something.
You gotta do. I don't necessarily believe they have to go to college, but I do believe that you have to be able to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's my big thing. I just want them to be able to take care of themselves. What about, do you think fathers have a big impact on young girls?
Absolutely.
Are you close to your father?
I grew up close to my father, but I'm not close with him right now.
What advice would you give men who don't? So this is something I know it's a big problem. It's a lot of men out there that have daughters that are around your age, right? 19, 25, right? And since they weren't there like they needed to be when the girls were younger, they don't know how to be a father now. What advice? They don't know how to come in now and like be a father. What advice? How would you, an estranged father, what advice would you give him to try to come back and attempt it? Because it's never too late.
The same advice that I would give to my mother, but also to be patient and to understand that you don't know me better than I know myself.
That is deep. That is deep. And so, would you want him to like ask more questions and just assuming?
Absolutely not. That man asks way too many questions.
But how is he supposed to get to know you?
He's too nosy. That's part of the problem.
No, it's not.
It's boundaries. That's what it is. Understanding boundaries.
So you think the questions that he's asking are like too personal?
Sometimes, yes. I'm your daughter, but I am also still my own person. So there are limits to certain things that I want to express to you.
Okay, so let me ask you, and I'm this because I'm completely ignorant right now, because I'm a mother who like I don't think I have no boundaries. I ask you what I want. So, but this is why we're educating each other. So, give me an example of a question that he would ask that you feel like this is none of your business, vibes.
Trying to dig into my sex life for sure.
Okay.
Which, as a parent who cares, is understandable to an extent. I don't think it's always an issue with asking some of the questions sometimes, but I think it comes from if I do put a boundary in place and you feel offended about that, I don't think that should occur
Right.
because it's my boundary.
I completely agree.
And really, it's not your business; it's my vagina.
I completely. Now, I wasn't expecting you to say that, but I don't even want to ask you this question, but I have to ask. I want to get a clear understanding because I don't ask my children about their sex life. Not judging your father, but I don't want to know about their sex life. So, can you give me an example of a question that you feel like? Because I don't even know what kind of question I would ask my, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, there weren't detailed questions. Just before I did begin getting sexually active, my parents, well, my people raised me to not have sex before marriage, and I ended up doing that, of course, unfortunately. But it was just always, I guess, picking and nagging to see if I had lost my virginity, and I just didn't think that was.
What age would you say that happened?
18.
Like soon as you turned 18?
Well, not soon as I turned 18, but between maybe the 16 to 18 age
gap. So you didn't feel like him asking you if you were still a virgin was appropriate?
Yeah, not your business. Why do you care about that? Why do you need to know that?
Because between 16 and 18, you're still a child.
And I can respect that.
And I'm kind of responsible for the vagina between 16 and 18. Because between 16 and 18, I'm responsible for what comes out of your vagina. Now, once you're 18,
You're young, yeah.
I'm not really responsible. But I can see as a father or mother if I have to ask you those questions too, because I don't want to be talking to you about safe sex and condoms and all this stuff if that's not even on your mind, right? So I need to ask if that's even something you're interested in. So was he asking you like that? Are you even interested in sex?
No, I didn't get that question. I think for me it was just more so him asking that question and then me giving the answer of no, and then him kind of
digging more.
Yeah,
he should have been happy with no.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see
if that's my answer, that's my answer.
And
whether it's the truth or not.
Right.
Why are we still talking about this?
You're not. If I lie to you, you're not gonna get the lie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna. Okay, I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie to you, girl. I am scared of the answer. I don't think I've ever asked my children that question because I don't want to know. I think I know you're like, what the hell? I think parents know, and what I try to do is just be supportive of their decision, regardless if I like it or not. Now, sometimes I'll stand on business, but you know what? I'm gonna ask you this. So I have a son. He's 21. I love my baby, and he will call me and tell me the mistake. Right? He'll either tell me the mistake before he's gonna make it, or he'll tell me the mistake while he's making it.
Wow.
Or even after he's already done it. Now, once I start telling him where he's messing up at, he's like, no. Why did you call me? Can you ask me? Why is he calling me to tell me this stuff if he don't want my feedback?
Sometimes you just need a listening ear.
I think that's because they just...
You don't always need feedback for things. Sometimes you just want to tell your mom that you're doing something
crazy. You just want to tell your mama you're doing something crazy.
Just to keep you in the know. Yeah.
But it's eventually going to cost me money. You just want to know. You want me to know that
you got a heads up.
Okay, thank you.
So you can get your funds
Get my funds prepared
there you go.
to get him out of whatever he's getting us into.
Y'all, absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, thank you for that. Because I was very confused when he does me like that at least once a week.
Oh, once a week is a little
excessive.
Yeah. I try to space mine
out. Yeah. Nah. And I have 3. So even if I think I'll try to space it out. By the time he's not on duty, the next one is on duty. They take turns being on duty, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just leave on the break. But I will say my youngest one is getting better. He's starting to kind of balance off. He's 16. So do you want to get married? Mm-hmm. You do? You want children? Mm-hmm. You want to be a stay-at-home wife?
I think that would be a blessing if possible. But I still want to be able to make my own money. Yeah.
That's important.
Always.
Yes. And so how many children do you want?
At least 2. I grew up an only child, so my rule has always been that I will not bring another child into this world by themselves.
Was it that bad?
hmm I was very sheltered.
My oldest always, what is it? He said something exactly. He always tells me I should have just stopped with him.
Oh,
Yeah, and he's very serious about that.
that's a different.
He says I should have stopped with him. He thinks he should have been the only child. He thinks he would be a lot happier if he was the only child. He tells me that on a regular basis.
That is, I haven't heard that one before ever.
He's very adamant about that.
Just to have three. Now, if you have 16 kids and counting, I can understand that. But just three.
Nope. He thinks I wasted my time and my money having 2 more kids after him. And he said those words to me.
I know you love your children, but do you think you wasted your time and money having?
No, not, absolutely not. All of them
Oh.
are so. Lau is my. I'm about to cry. I'm trying not to cry. Lau is my. Oh God, he's my CEO. He's my smart guy. He's brilliant. He's been brilliant since he was born. He's like so. He's who I listen to. Like if let's say me and Kendi had an altercation, and I called him to tell him the story, and he said, "Oh, Mom, you're wrong." He said, "Mom, you're wrong." I would listen to him. I would be like, "Okay." Now I might owe Kennedy an apology. He's probably the only one now. If he says I'm right,
That's a wrap.
Oh, Serene is a little different. She is a lot like me. She's my little bestie. She's my little best friend. She's who I can be messy with.
Oh, cute.
I can gossip with. She thinks a lot like me. She doesn't realize she thinks a lot like me. She's super sensitive, very dramatic.
Oh.
A lot like me. So she's.
There we go.
I'm not a smoker girl, and so I have to watch myself on her because I forget she's my daughter and not. I don't think of her as not my friend. She's not my friend for sure. I don't know how to think about Serena, but I have to watch her because she'll get me in trouble too. Because she's like, I'll be ready to fight for her, right? So she calls me and tells me such and such did this. I'm ready to bust out windows. Like, we ready. But then she exaggerates. So I done busted out everybody's windows and they didn't do nothing but hurt her feelings. So I have to watch her. And then Sean wants to be Tupac so bad. And he's just not. He's not Tupac. He's not short. You want to be a thug. He's just, that's the thug version of me. Because they say your kids are like 3 versions of you. So Lau's my business. Oh, Serena's my hot girl.
Oh, that's cute.
And Shauna's my thug.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
That is you.
Now that I just think about that. Oh, that is so cute. And so, yeah, kids can be a blessing. I think 2 are perfect. Because it's hard. My biggest problem was I wasn't able to be a good parent to 3 people. There's no way one person can be great to 3 people without losing herself. So that was my struggle as a mother. I didn't want to lose myself, but I wanted to be a great mother to 3 little humans. And it's really almost impossible to do. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't do a great job of it. I have really cool kids. So I didn't do horrible, but I could have did better.
There's always room.
There's always, and I know, even though most of them are grown now, I'm still not done parenting. And I don't even want to be. I have to do a little bit of tough love sometimes, and I know they don't always understand it. Hell, I don't understand it because I want to say yes all the time, but I can't because if I die tomorrow, I need them to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Because if I die, who are they gonna call? And that might hurt. You know, that might hurt them in the long run if I don't teach them how to stand on their own 2 feet. So
that's some advice that I wish I would have got. Actually, yeah, I wish my people would have been a little bit more tough on me.
Yeah, and I know my daughter. Like I have to be tough on my daughter right now, and I don't love it. I don't, but I need her to be able to thrive if anything happens.
Should be grateful.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm trying to like fall back because this girl makes her own decisions. She does whatever she wants to do when she wants to. She does not take my advice. So that means your life might be a little bit harder, and I need to let you experience that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what advice would you give me as a
mother? Based off what you just mentioned and what I've mentioned, I feel like you try to listen to your kids just based off the things that you tell me when you do speak about them. You just got to be present for yourself first. I know you said that you're selfish, but it's balance. You just got to find your balance. I don't know if you have found that balance for yourself.
I think I have. I think I've. Ooh, let me tell you something. And I don't think you're still very young, but especially when you get to my age, you'll get to the point to where it's certain things that you will not partake in. You won't be bothered with because you know it's just not worth your time. And for me, the loves of my life is a shower and my bed. Oh my God, I love those two things so much. And once you get to a certain age, you will understand that anybody who tries to take that away from you or disturbs that, it's just you just don't want to be around them.
Kids included.
Kids included.
I can respect that.
Sorry, kids included, because life is really, really short. You will blink. You're 25 now. It feels like I was 25 yesterday. And
I was just 18.
right, you blink and you just like. And so I will say, as I get older, I think my decisions are getting better and my life is becoming better. Because some of this, and I still, don't get me wrong, I still make some silly mistakes because I just be doing whatever I want to do. But I feel like I'm making less mistakes. Or even when I make a mistake, I know I'm making it. So I kind of know what the outcome is going to be. So I'll be like,
So you're prepared to grow.
I'm prepared.
One of the things my dad always used to emphasize when we would, I guess, have conflicts would be that it was my first time being alive and his first time being a parent. So whenever I think about giving my parents a grace, I think about that first.
Because we don't know. And I think,
first time being
and then this is for what I did. So I looked at my mother and my aunties and the way they raised their children. And so I have 5 aunties. Mm-hmm. Well, I really have 7, but I have 5 active aunties. And so I'm looking at them. And I'm looking at the way their kids are turning out. And I'm not going to lie to you. Some of them, I took certain things from different ones and implemented it. But I don't think any of them, I wasn't impressed. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't impressed. And so a lot of them, and even my cousins, used to make fun of how I raised my children because I did more talking to my children than spankings. Even though they will have you believe that I beat them, I really didn't. All of them can probably count on one hand the many times they got spankings. And if they got spankings, it was like because I felt like I had no choice. Like, but I don't even believe in spankings. I believe in maybe it's because I got a lot of whoopings growing up. I believe in talking and us working our way through it. Even I'm the kind of mother that feels like the teacher is wrong first. Yeah, don't call me.
Oh.
Because I know the kind of kid I raised, and my kids are perfect. So I'm just kidding. But I know certain teachers, when they call, you can't too much tell me much about my kids. Like Sean, the teacher calls me every year. I'm gonna get a phone call from Sean every year, maybe once a month. He's really kind of tapered down. Oh, Serene, I would get a call once a year. Lau, never. So you kind of know your children. And Serene, I got a phone call because she was in kindergarten, and she wouldn't stop clapping. And so I'm going through. So she went to the same elementary school I went through. So I know we have like a morning assembly where you clap. I'm like, are you guys in the morning assembly? Teacher's like, no. I'm like, well, it has to be somebody's birthday. No. I said, okay, let me talk to Serene. Serene, what's going on? I just feel like clapping. So I'm gonna feel like coming down there and clapping your face if you don't stop. Like, so you just have to be prepared. She's always been true. You have to be prepared for things like that and just know that all she was looking for was some attention. And she's always been like that. And I used to tell her like that when she was a little girl, like, you're looking for attention, you're just going about it the wrong way. Just tell mama needs to be attention right now. Because you're about to get beat up.
Uh-oh.
And so I don't think.
That's not the attention you want.
But I think Dad was absolutely right. We don't know what we're doing. And when I told my son that, so I told Sean that recently, that I don't know what I'm doing, babe. This is just trial and error. We get through this together. And ever since I told him that, though, our relationship has improved. Because I think he is giving me some grace. He like, I did, when I was in school, I turned this is supposed to be about you. You tricked me into talking about myself. When I was in school, the only thing I cared about, I'm not going to say it because people are going to have shallow. I didn't care about school when I was in school. How about that? So, all right. Well, do you have any advice for our listeners? Anything that you want to leave us with?
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Thank you. You know, I never do that. Because I feel like people don't listen. You think they listen?
I feel like they do.
Okay, well,
You never know.
like, share,
You never know
and
who's
subscribe.
listening.
You're
Exactly.
right. All right. Well, I appreciate you
I appreciate you.
coming out this way. You know you are so beautiful to me naturally. I think she has the perfect, for us cosmetologists, she has the perfect diamond face. In cosmetology school, if you had a diamond face, you were automatically beautiful. And I think it was an oblong face that you were automatically ugly.
Oh no,
I
I
know.
love the oblongs.
What was described the oblong?
It's a show called The Oblongs.
No.
There's
but
a face structure.
It's a face structure.
Oh.
An oblong face.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and so certain styles just don't complement an oblong face versus a diamond face. You can wear anything.
I can do it all.
You can do it all.
Hallelujah.
So, no, hallelujah.
I love the way that you describe the people that you care about.
What do you mean?
Like the way that you were talking about your 3 kids and then how you compliment me all the time. You just have a very nice way with words.
Well, thank you. You're pretty perfect, so you make it easy.